'cause I don't wanna cut it off, but I know I'm never gonna be enough. No, 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 no. I wish you well, I wish you well without me.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Nashville Unsigned. We are hanging out on our luxurious red couch with the one and only from Class 2, which is our homecoming interview, Miss SVRCINA.
Yay!
I'm so excited to
Thank you
have you.
so much. It's been so long.
It's been like 2 years almost.
It's been
I
2
think.
years, and it feels like almost a year since at least a couple months since I've even seen you in the flesh.
I know.
So
I know. I
this
feel
is
like
a
that
very
too.
happy reunion.
I know.
Day.
I know. This is so happy right now. And your jacket, your overalls, I'm just loving everything.
And I feel like I'm matching your logo.
You
kind
are
of.
all in
It's
the brand
just-
right now.
We just need to.
We just knew it.
blend in
We
with
knew
the
it was
couch.
happening. We knew it
Yes.
was happening. So, for people that don't know who you are, because there are a lot of people that know who you are, but the ones, the very few that don't, like, tell us a little bit about, like, SVRCINA. You guys can go back and visit our Class 2 interview as well from back in the day, but tell us a little bit about SVRCINA and what you got going on right now.
I'm from Dearborn, Michigan, and have been in Nashville for nearly 8 years. I was spending some time in Berlin earlier this year, and
For like 3 months, right?
for 3 months, the goal was to really go on a content hunt, really digging into artist development. And so I was starting to take some trips internationally, doing just writing. My publisher was an arm of Cobalt Music, so they have offices all over the globe. And so starting to branch out and really stretch myself working with new people. And so I'd taken a writing trip to London and then Berlin last spring, and then in the fall just got inspired to go out on a limb and just spend an extended period of time in Berlin.
You had a lot of monumental things happen this year. And
Yeah.
you graduated college too, right? Was that
So I did graduate last spring.
last spring?
So it's been, which I graduated a year early.
Yeah.
So it has been.
Of course she did, because she's so smart.
I was
You are.
smashing in lots of content. I was going to school year round, so I was like,
Oh yeah, you're like, I got to knock this out quick.
yeah, because I was like, I really already know what I want to do, but education is important, and I really would like to just expand my skill set. So, so I finished last year, and so this year has been really nice to really dive in. Really
And
inspiring.
you had an EP come out, right?
We did
Yeah.
an LP
Yeah.
which was really kind of tying a bow around, because we had been releasing
Your
singles and doing a lot of
Which was smart. That's a really smart rollout
Hey.
strategy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Wendy Duffy with Resonate Music.
Shout out, Wendy. We love you.
We just love you so much. We talked about that because we had just been releasing singles, and I mean, we'll continue to release single by single, but
So smart.
we were experimenting over the last year and a half and just trying different things. So some of the productions, there was a huge variance of super ambient, and then by the end of the project it was getting more and more full production because we were experimenting. And then we had released maybe two new songs with the LP, so it was this is what's coming up and this is what's ahead, kind of direction wise. So now this next round of music is really leaning into the influences and the inspiration kind of with those last
That's
two
so
singles,
exciting.
which were, I believe, Who Are You and Whispers.
Every time we write on you, it's just what keeps coming up is cultural influences. And so you're doing something really, really cool that I don't feel like a lot of people are doing. And you're bringing in instruments, I think for one track, and I don't remember if it's Steady or Whispers, but you were bringing in one person is out of one part of is out of one country, and another person's out of another country, and another person's Skype co-writing your latest single with 20 something. So then you're pulling these creatives from all over the globe, and you're creating content that has a little bit of everything in it.
Oh, just talking about it, I get
God.
super excited because I
too.
seriously I love people so much, and it's so fascinating to meet different people and where they're coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got cities like London, you've got people coming from all over the world to live there and to work on music, and then you just like end up cross-pollinating and connecting paths with different people. So yeah, I mean, with the last single, with 20-something, the collaboration, I looped in a top liner from London that I met last year, Gabi Feldman, and I love her. She's like the sister I never had. She's so funny. And so I actually, like, because we started the session and like you kind of get a feel for how the day is going to go. And I just knew that I was like, I'm going to need to pull somebody in. And so I was like, I texted Gabi, like, while I was there, I was like, hey girl, are you doing anything, like, right now?
Like now?
And so she's,
you're like, I need you.
She's so on it, like, all the time. And she's super quick and just clever.
Aww.
And I just love her. So she was like, yeah, I'm available in like 30 minutes. And so I'm really like super excited that we got to like really blend the two together of this amazing Nashville community and then also just what's happening globally.
You're such a beast.
It's exciting.
So you've done some really cool sync stuff this past year as well as some licensing stuff. So what were some of your favorites that happened this past year?
So I would definitely say the usage for Empire, they used a chunk of Who Are You? Super Duper produced that. And then actually literally yesterday the premiere of the trailer came out for The Girl in the Spider's Web. It's a usage with a song called Wicked, and the vocal was by Ryan Santiago. Her artist name is Royal and the Serpent, and then Tommy Prophet produced it. So it was like super, super cool.
Beast. And shout out Tommy Prophet, Class 11.
Yeah, and it was like a huge usage. Like they used like a good chunk of the song. So yeah, it's like
Christmas
cool.
Day.
Absolutely.
Opening up gifts on Christmas Day.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So now since we have caught up on all things music, and then let's like jump into for people that don't know you, and I don't remember what your last one. You guys are going to have to go check out our Class 2 interview with SVRCINA, because I don't remember what your like tell me something weird or random, or if we were even doing that at the time.
I think you were.
And do you remember what it was?
My mind remembers that I am double jointed in my shoulders.
And then I did the thing.
That's right.
Yep. That's that.
I was sparing humanity by not doing a show and tell of the shoulder thing. Yes, but something weird now. Yeah. Well, I confess, I was randomly inspired because my mom is very creative. So over the summer, I was inspired to like just really want to quilt and be
Did
like
you make a quilt?
Well, I started and then I was kind of really not wanting to spend the money that it really takes to invest in quilting. And we would always be watching TV, so I was like hand stitching this quilt. So I only have a chunk. It is so heinous, and so I don't know how long my career in quilting will last. But actually, I think Flurry is a quilter.
Yes,
and I think she's a professional. Like, I think she was
telling
serious.
us about that. I'm pretty sure she was telling us about that. I think so. We may have to clip to that.
When I get very stressed, I quilt. to relieve myself.
So she's a quilter, guys. So if you guys need any quilts, winter's coming.
If you need a very non-symmetrical
that may or may not cover the top portion of your torso,
exactly,
she's got you covered.
I am the lady for you.
There's your tagline. She's got you covered.
I've got you covered for sure. Any pattern, you just let me know. So,
that's so awesome.
Goodness.
Our last question is the wild segment, which we did with you last time, but again, it's been 2 years. And so so wild is what have you learned, dude? So what has been like your most valuable learning lesson in the past couple of years that maybe like you could gift to some other up and comers?
Just being like open and vulnerable to ask for help. Wendy, my manager, will always just kind of circle back. She's like, we're here for you, so like ask for help. And in the long run, like things move along so much more efficiently when you are working together. The combination of everybody working together, it is just
it's like the machine hits nitrous and it just goes like,
yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
for sure.
Yay. So our last little thing, and we are super stoked about this, and we're going to roll out details coming this week actually, but we're doing a show with you.
I'm so excited. It has been a second since I've had the opportunity to play live, a show, and with this new music, with the project, I'm
and at home in Nashville.
Yes,
you get to do it here.
I'm so excited, and I think some of the artists, I'm super pumped about.
I'm excited, guys.
Yeah.
So the back corner on 1010, SVRCINA, and then we're going to roll out all the other artists that are going to be a part of that. So make sure that you are there. It's a really cool venue, and you guys get to see this powerhouse live.
You guys, I'll give you a hug.
Yay! We love you, SVRCINA.
I tried real hard, I pulled my weight, and it's unfair. 'Cause I don't wanna cut it off, but I know I'm never gonna be enough. No, 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 no. I wish you well without me.
You know you want to. Subscribe!